Definitely my partner, definitely the best partner I've had. We won't say that to everybody, but definitely part of the family. Hawk is my partner. We got him about a year ago. We commonly refer to him as our trauma dog. He's otherwise known as a canine assisted intervention dog. He comes with us when we have to have difficult conversations or we go to difficult situations with people to help us lower their anxiety and help us have that difficult conversation, or help us sometimes deliver bad news or talk about things that are upcoming. He just helps us do that. By what he's doing now, he lays there. A lot of people like to engage with him, and just there's that physical reaction that a person has when they're petting a dog that just helps kind of relax them. So, calls that we went on that really stuck with me was with a sexual assault victim. She has Down syndrome, and she had to talk with the detective about what that event was like for her, what it was like to be a victim of that. The detective had just heard that we had gotten Hawk and had asked if she liked dogs, and she did, so we brought Hawk into that interview, and it was very powerful to watch. I was in a different room watching on the television screen, and to see the victim sitting with Hawk, petting Hawk, and as the detective would ask a question, a lot of times she'd look over at Hawk and tell Hawk the answer because it was so difficult of a conversation to have. So we're supporting 2 child witnesses in a Court of Queen's Bench trial. And what's unique about this was the prosecutor made application under the legislation of supporting vulnerable witnesses. So Hawk has been in the courtroom before, and we've supported people in different capacities, as have other dogs in Alberta and BC. But specifically on this case, this is using the legislation that says you're a witness, you're vulnerable because of your age, because of the situation. So you're entitled to a few different rights under the legislation. For these kids, they have the right to testify in a via CCTV, in another room. They don't want to see the accused. You can only imagine what that would be like for these kids. And they also have the ability to have a support person with them. He's not a person, but he can be in that capacity of supporting that kid, those children, to help lower their anxiety, and that will just contribute to the fairness of the trial and get what everybody in that room wants, which is credible testimony and with the least amount of impact on the witnesses, and in this case, the kids that we can.